live. Welcome, everybody. How you doing? It's your boy Astro. Just coming at you today. Just here to explain what's going to be happening. Okay, take my little here, dropping down, and I'm just happy, guys, to see you guys. I've been spoken with y'all in feel like forever, but I'm here today and gonna be here tomorrow. Now, on my Facebook post, which I didn't really post on YouTube, I forgot about that. My YouTube family. I'll be doing a new moon ceremony tomorrow at 8 p.m. Now, I used to do this a lot, you know, and when I tell you that everything that I've manifested through a full moon or new moon ceremony came into fruition, like into reality. And for some people who partaken in the new moon and full moon ceremonies would attest to that. So I just want to give you a little history about my full moon, or I should say the full moon ceremonies or new moon ceremonies that I host. So the first ones, I had a group of babies. They were very, very different, very eccentric, unique. And there was an instance where this girl, she's like, I want to be your mom. And she was putting in other intentions. And one of the guys was also putting in the intentions to find a spiritual woman to be the mother of his child and his lover. And believe it or not, the two of them came together and had a baby. And to this day, they still blame me for them having a kid together. And I'm like, listen, this is why it's so important. Because whilst she was saying her intentions, he was visualizing himself being the father of her child. Two Baymans. I've lost contact with them. I don't know where they're at. But it was one of the most amazing things that I've experienced. You know, he came because I was dropping him home. He's riding with me, and he said, "Boy, I like her a little bit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was visualizing myself having a baby with her, yo. And I swear to you, less than a year, they had a kid. They had a little girl. And I was like, this is nothing to play with. Once somebody imagine or visualize and feel that within, then that can become a reality. Well, the reason why I'm in front of you, my YouTube, is because, and also on Facebook, is because I use this new moon and full moon manifestation to manifest this right here. You speaking to me or me speaking to you. I manifested a whole lot of money, a whole lot of experience, a whole lot of meeting people. Some people ask me, well, wow, like, how did you experience, having multiple women at the same time and all that stuff? And I'm like, I guess it was the full moon and new moon ceremony. You see, what happened is we don't understand how powerful it is for people to come together and to visualize and imagine at the same time one particular thing. It is a law of attraction on crack cocaine, on Molly, whatever you want to call it. It is literally manifestation, double, triple, quadruple. The reason why I use 12 people in this circle is because 12 can be divided by 3. And 3, 6, to some degree 9 are all divisible, because if you divide it by, you take 9 out of 12, you leave with 3. 369 is the number of the universe. Me being the moderator, being at the center, That's the reason why, even when it came to Yeshua and Joseph, and mostly all of the prophets, they used the number 12 or 6 or 3. And that's in all of the religious texts. The 3, the 6, and the 9 are numbers of manifestation. All right. Tesla, at some point, came up with the understanding and the observation of these 3 numbers. So that's the reason why I keep it at a particular number, not because I'm trying to exclude anybody or create an elitist. I'm also in the process of teaching people, or I collaborating, teaching people how to open the 4 corners. You see, what this manifestation will be doing is you'll be writing your intentions, 3 of them. Each person will have the opportunity to write 3 intentions that they want to manifest in this world. And when they say it, I'm going to allow for the 12 to give them a time so each one of them can feel, imagine, visualize that person experiencing that particular manifestation. And we're going to hold that feeling, hold that thought for more than a minute. I'm going to coax and, explain that visualization over and over again so that we can feel that person experiencing that. And then at the end, we're going to release that intention into the universe, not looking back at it, not focusing on it. This is why releasing the past is very important. Because if you don't release the past and you're still holding on to it, then you cannot really manifest anything. Sorry, y'all, my camera be acting up. So I'm gonna just go to settings. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Camera. Let's at the stage. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but yes, here I am back again. So that's what will be happening. We're gonna use the law of attraction in a group setting so that we can manifest and use the energy of the moon. All right. Now this is a shamanistic ritual that I've been taught. Okay. And we open up the 4 corners, and we speak and showing reverence and honor what is the 4 winds or the 4 corners. And the 4 winds, the east, west, north, and south, Mother Earth, Father Light. We speak, we open the corners so that the universe can receive our manifestation when we let it go. Now, for those 12 who are going to be doing the manifestation with us tomorrow night, these 12 are going to be hosting manifestations, right? So that the circle becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. It isn't just for an elitist group of people. So if you didn't or weren't selected this time, you will be for the new moon with the people. For the full moon, for the people that are going to be partaking in this ceremony. Okay. I'm going to be teaching them how to speak to the 4 corners, or the 4 winds, as we like to call them. Now, we use all elements. The east, west, north, and south also represents 4 elements of earth, fire, air, and earth. And that what we'll be using during the ceremony. You're going to be writing your 3 intentions that's on paper. That's the wood. By writing, meaning with ink, you're using liquid, which is the water. Okay? By fire, we're going to light that intention after we've already felt it, experienced it. That's the fire. And release it into the air. That is the air. Right? So it needs oxygen. Fire needs oxygen. And also the ether. Mother Earth, Father Light. And by using those elements, they're able to tap into this never-ending stream of manifestation. Okay? When I say it's almost amazing, I've been asked to do this over and over again. It's the reason how we truly got into Southeast Asia, how I got touring the whole United States while we had COVID, while COVID was going on, without having to take a shot or any vaccine, and going from the east to the west to the north to the south when people were being restricted. It's because of the small group of people that I manifested with to be able to do that safely. So I'm not speaking about any gimmicks. Besides, it's free of charge. I feel as if this is something that we all need to come together and do. And that's because the elitists, the groups of people that control the majority of the earth, use this in secret. And they keep you in the realms of religion, of limitations. But you are an unlimited being. Okay? You are definitely an unlimited being. And so I'm opening up this again. Now you have to be pure of heart, meaning no malice, not holding on to the past, not focusing on anything else other than the present. Being able to visualize and feel. But emotions are definitely out of it. Emotions are linked to the past. And if you're manifesting something based upon what you've done in the past or something you're holding on to, then you won't be able to manifest like how you want to. It just doesn't happen. So we definitely have to stay pure of heart. No jealousy, no envy, no malice. This is the way that we're going to rise up and have things created for us. Because there are groups of people who are praying that we stay poor, that we stay underneath their feet, that are using the same thing that we're going to be using so they can stay on top of you. Well, that's not happening anymore. Now, there are going to be many groups of 12s because as one become familiar with this ceremony, every new moon and full moon, you will add your people. So make sure that they're pure heart. Make sure they have the ability to release things from the past. You'd be surprised what you can manifest. And just know that I haven't responded to anybody messages as yet. All right. And I thank you for the overwhelming response. I have over 3,456 messages. Sorry. This camera keeps doing what it does. Yes, so I have over 3,000 messages. And I think that's very telling. That we're all fed up. We all need the ability to come together. You know, the ability to come together and to use our connectedness, our feelings, our visualization, our creativity to create a world in our individual lives so that we can see that it can be done on a broader scale. And we've all been there. We all say, why is the universe doing this to us? Why are we not able to manifest what we want and to do what we want? We're saying that to ourselves because that's just how it is. We have been limiting our own selves, being trapped in the idea of materialism, when materialism is supposed to be worked through spiritualism. Your spirit creates, not the thing that's created affects your spiritualism or your spiritual side. Like I said, for those who I did not respond to, I haven't responded to anybody yet when I chose the 12. It's not based upon anything else other than the fact that these 12 are going to be the ones that are going to host other 12s. And those ones are going to be hosting other 12s. But we're going to make this something. We're going to make this into a ritual, an ability to come together for what is one particular thing. And that's to change our circumstances financially, materialistically, through the art of creative energy, through the energy of the moon, which we use anyway. As you realize that as women and men, we have 70 to 80% of water. And water can be manipulated through the moon. It's the reason why we have tides of high tide and low tide. Is because when the moon rises and when it sinks, the tides change. And that means that you have the ability to, the moon has the ability to shift anything that's water, and you are water. That's what you are. You are that. You are earth, fire, air, and water, all in your body. That's right. All of those things you have in you. We're going to be using those. We'll be using the moon. As you know, as a woman, most of you are healthy. Your cycles runs with the moon. It could be the quarter moon, the full moon, the new moon, or the last quarter moon. Your cycles run with that, which means that you are subject. You are a spiritual being as a woman, more spiritual than most men. So you have the ability. Okay? Just want you to know. All right? So that's the requirements, is to be able to have a clear heart, be able to visualize, remove jealousy, envy, release the past. That's what's needed. So if you get a message from me and it says next full moon, then we're gonna organize where we have certain people that you're gonna be doing the ceremony with, and they get to pick through the people. But believe me, they're gonna be very, very trusted people. You have to be able to trust. This is a moment of vulnerability. All right, and you have to be vulnerable in order to be powerful. And when you write your intentions, make sure that you write it clear, because the universe is like that. Okay? You literally have to write exactly what it is that you want. Could you imagine writing that I want a red car and the universe gives you a red card that lasts you about 5 weeks, or a lemon, that's right. Be specific with what you want. And sometimes we're really afraid to trust and be open and vulnerable. And we can speak what we want to somebody else without them trying to take it or trying to be jealous or envious or covetous. But that's what this circle is about. You have to be able to be open, pure heart, so that when you be more vulnerable and say exactly what it is that you want manifested, you don't have any qualms about it, any reluctancies about it. You're just going to manifest it. And you have to trust the people that they're feeling what they're feeling and visualizing what they're visualizing and holding that feeling. I want to show you how powerful it can be when people come together to manifest. Be able to do it. You're going to see. I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to show you something that's been around for a while, okay? And I showed this video to a lot of people. All right. And this is something that happens. And I would say that you can do the same thing. We as a collective can do it. Right. All right. So this is a video from Greg Braden. All right. And the tumor just disappears. Thus, just through chanting and then feeling that they can remove this particular thing. All right, so let me just move it. And give me a second, because I want you to see. I think they took it off the internet. All right, I think they took it off the internet. But if I can find it, I'll have you guys to see it, because it's one of the most amazing things. So let me look for it. Greg Braden. Braden. Tumor healing. All right, there you go. I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to share this video with y'all so y'all can see, because I think you guys have seen it before. Because it was one of the most amazing things that I was able to see. So just give me a minute. I'm going to find a video, because I think they took it off. Oh, here it is. All right. All right, so I'm going to share this video so y'all can be able to see how important it is to come together and to use your own imagination and visualization. Okay, you're going to see right now, I'm going to share the screen and also share audio. Yeah, let's go. So let's go. So I want y'all to listen carefully to this, okay?
So any discussion regarding this feeling-based prayer, this lost mode of prayer, sometimes seems a little more than academic until we can actually apply it in our lives or see it applied in our lives. It's in the late 1990s that I had the opportunity to do precisely that. When I saw the footage documenting the healing of a life-threatening condition within the body of a living woman using precisely the kinds of techniques that we're speaking about right now. For me, it was this kind of information that took this lost modality of prayer out of the realm of academics and into something that's very real that we can apply in our lives. I had the opportunity during that time to see some video footage of the healing of a 3-inch diameter bladder cancer inside the body of a woman who, by Western medical standards, had been diagnosed inoperable. She had gone, as a last resort, to a medicineless hospital in Beijing, China. It was in this medicineless hospital where they began simply by addressing the life-affirming ways that she could change how she was living her life. They taught her life-affirming ways to breathe and life-affirming ways to nourish her body, gentle movements to stimulate the energy centers in her body. And as she was doing these and strengthening her body, at one point it made sense to undergo a process. Now I'd like to share this. I'd like to describe it to you as a very potent example of how the feeling world inside of our bodies has a direct effect, in this case a very graphic effect, on the world beyond our bodies. So in the video documentation, the film shows a woman lying on in a hospital room. She's fully awake, she's fully conscious, she believes in the process that's about to happen. Before her, there is an ultrasound technician who is running an ultrasound wand over her lower abdomen that we can see on a split screen television. And on the left-hand side of the screen, they do a snapshot, a freeze frame of an instant in time for reference, so we can see what her condition looked like in that instant in time. On the right-hand side of the screen, we are able to watch real time as 3 practitioners stand behind her, working with the energy in her body and with the feelings in their bodies. And what they do is they begin to chant a word that to them they've agreed upon, that reinforces the feeling within them that she's already healed. The chant essentially says already healed, already done. And as they begin to have this feeling and to say these words among themselves, on the computer screen, on the television screen, we can watch in real time this cancerous tumor as it disappears in less than 3 minutes real time. It's not like time lapse on a documentary where you see a rose unfold in 30 seconds in something that normally takes days. This literally happens in less than 3 minutes. Her body responded to the feelings of the practitioners who were trained to have the kinds of feelings that they were having. And all they were feeling was the feeling of what it feels like to be in the presence of a woman who is already healed, fully enabled, fully capacitated. They were not seeing her as a woman who was sick, and they weren't saying, bad cancer, you've got to go away. It's a very, very different way of thinking about things, and it's a very graphic example of precisely how this principle works. I had the opportunity to speak to the gentleman, Luke Chin, that actually created this film. And I asked him a question. I said, what if those 3 practitioners weren't there? I said, could this woman have done this? Could any of us do this on our own? And he smiled at me when I asked him the question. He said, Greg, in all probability, she probably could have done it alone. However, there's something about us humans in that we seem to feel more empowered and stronger when we're supported by others in the things that we believe in and in the things that we choose to accomplish.
Right. As you can see, that was a real-time explanation and experience of how us as a group of people, as a group of people, can come together and manifest things together. If that can be done in real time, then you understand why the Chinese and the Asians stick together. You know, we consider Black people, We don't even want to ride in the same car with each other. If my sister got a car, I don't want to. I want my own car. I want my own things. I want my own stuff. My. Well, and my frame of mind has been keeping us down. We don't have the we mentality. And I will tell you this because I don't want you to get offended, but I realize another thing. I don't want people to think this is a male versus female thing, because it's not. I don't do that. I'm not attracted to men. I'm attracted to women. And I can say that it's easier for men to come together for a common goal than it is to bring women together for a common goal without jealousy, envy, or just control sitting in the play. My true experience, physical experience, I found this to be more accurate than not. And we need to do away with that paradigm of hating on each other, being in competition with each other for no apparent reason, when there isn't any competition. It's only the ones that's made up in your mind. It's the reason why most women don't get along with each other, because of that competitive nature. And why I said that we need to have a more pure heart, removal of jealousy, envy, covetousness, possessiveness, so that we can manifest the things that we need. And I speak to women because women are the more magical beings. Women are the more spiritual beings. You are the interceder between the spirit realm and the physical realm. And men are the intercessor between the physical realm and you, to protect you so that you can go into the spirit realm and to manifest. But if we are to do that, that need for competition, envy, jealousy, possessiveness, ownership, and all those other insecure things need to be put at rest. I know you think that my posts are somewhat misogynistic, but they're not. Only the persons that feel insecure will think that way. Actually, I want to empower as opposed to not. Yes. So like I said, I want to empower as opposed to not. So you see my post talking about this and that, it's just so that the more spiritual beings, which are you guys, which is you ladies, can take a hold of your power. So you can empower also from a spiritual realm, protect the men that are here to protect you in the physical plane. It's as simple as that. We need each other. This is not a male versus female or what have you, as some people may think, take it. And you ladies, and some men who have that, soft nature, which can be able to go between both, have the ability to manifest our reality. You guys have the power. All right. Any questions about the full moon manifestation, the new moon manifestation? If you do, go right ahead. After that, we have $5 questions on Ask Astro. If you want an astrological question that you need answers to, then I got you. So if you have a question, let me know. And, I'm here to answer those questions, by the way. Some of you, like I said, all of the requests, don't think that you won't be responded to. You will be responded to. It just takes a while to respond to over 3,000 messages. Okay? I got you, though. I got you guys. That's the first time I've seen that much messages. And you only able to have 5,000 friends. That's pretty much means that we, as a collective, we need to do what we got to do. Sheila Muldrew said, are you picking people randomly? I'm never random. I may seem random, but I'm never random. Yeah, I'm never random at all. It's very, very either intuitive or calculated. I use both at the same time. All right. Any questions? Like I say, if you got a question that you need answers to, I'm here to do that too as well. Just let me know. If not, you can just private message me and we'll do it just like that. And you guys don't want to be on television, on TV, I'll do one question inside the private chat. All right, guys. Like I said, this is a special only for the day only. Oh, nay. Okay. They said, I have a question. Go right ahead. You have a question. I got you. Okay. All right. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, I'm here. $5 questions. One question. That's it. You only get one question, and it's a one question per person. Don't try to pile me up. But okay, since it's $5, I'm gonna ask us to do $10. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna ask it 10 questions. I'm gonna send $50. I don't really care about the amount of money you send. I just care about following program. $5. That's it. Wouldn't hurt you. Wouldn't kill you. You also get the answer. Make sure your questions is something you need an answer to. Challenge me, but lastly, you getting married. I know it's a big question for most women, but ask me something that you need an answer to. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe. Looking forward to y'all in the inbox. All right. Peace out.